Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to teach you and explain the groups of the first verbs of the first group, which are ended with eb while conjugated. But before that, I would like to explain what is the dative case and how to put and how to produce the dative case for the words. So, in Georgian, as you have noticed, we have to show everything. We have to show what is the subject, what's the object, when did it happen, and other details. And it happens while putting the things before or after a verb. It can be the person of the behavior or action, and also we have to put the nouns in dative or in nominative case, or it can be another case, to show exactly who is doing the thing and what is done, and etc. For example, instead of speaking like in the abstract way, we have the sentence "Bebia agetips khajaburs." Bebia agetips khajaburs. In red, we have bebia, which is a grammar, and the subject in present tense is in nominative case. Agetips is a V-system verb, which means that this is the kind of action that happens towards something, and it's kind of like, it's not like a verb to sleep or to laugh, but it's like an action verb, okay? And then we have the object of everything that happens, which is khajaburi. It's a Georgian traditional food, and it is in dative case, okay? So when we have the subject, we have to put it in nominative case, and if we have the object, you have to put it in dative case. Not only when you make khajaburi, when you make coffee, when you make your homework, when you make something, when you're watching something, when you're buying something, right? When the action, when the behavior, when something happens towards something, okay? It's not that you are alone in this sentence, okay? When there is more than one in this all that is happening. So when you have two people or one person and one object or two objects in this. So let's learn how to create dative case for the words. We have the letters E, right? E, A, E, O, and U. Okay, what happens is that the words have to be ended with this kind of vowels, right? In Georgian, everything has to be ended with a vowel. Very common is that the words end with E, like we have the word katsi, means man, okay? When you want to create a dative case for the word that is ended with E, you just remove E, okay? And you put S, and it's kats. So katsi nominative case, while kats is the dative case. The next word is da. Da means a sister, and da is also end, right? Da, it could be deda, it could be tsma. With other vowels, nothing happens. You just have to add S, right? Da becomes das. Che, which means tree, becomes ches. Ches. Gogo means a girl, and it has to be gogos. Gogos. If it was the word like poto, then it would be potos. Ku means a turtle, right? Do you know Kustba in Tbilisi, Turtle Lake? Kustba means the lake of the turtle, Turtle's Lake, okay? Okay, the next is that it's very important if you want to speak nicely, if you want to speak like, Georgian, and if you don't want to speak like you have never learned the rules, is that now you have to listen to me. First thing, okay, if an adjective ending with E, okay, like imeruli, didi, kargi, it's like before the word, and this word is in dative case, then adjectives have to lose the last vowel E. For example, we have a sentence, Es aris imeruli khajapuri. Es aris imeruli khajapuri. Nothing happens, super easy. This is Imeretian khajapuri. Khajapuri means khajapuri, okay? And Imeruli means Imeretian. You know, maybe you have tried. So, what do we have to change, and when do we have to change? What we have to change is that if we have imeruli khachapuri, so khachapuri in dative case, in this case, you cannot say imeruli, but you have to say imerul. So you cannot say baby აკეთებს imeruli khachapurs. No, you have to say baby აკეთებს imerul khachapurs. It's not just for adjectives. The same goes if it was the number, ori, sami, if it was, for example, possessive pronoun, etc. Let's see some examples, okay? Because like this you can remember new words and also you have the practice. Kargi sahli is a good house. Kargi sahli. But if you want to put it in dative case, you have to say karg sahlos. Karg sahlos. Sahli, is lost, dropped. We added s, and kargi, as you see, it's not kargi anymore, but it's karg. Okay, doesn't sound difficult. Kartuli ღვინო means Georgian wine, okay? But if you want to say in dative case, ღვინო becomes ღვინოს. You don't remove anything because it's ended with o, and you add s. Kartuli becomes kartul, okay? Good. But if you have words that are ended, adjectives I mean, or modifiers that are modified and describing the noun, if they're not ended with e, you don't touch it, you don't do anything, and it's super easy. Like patara gogo means a little girl. Patara gogo. If you want to say in dative case, you have to say patara gogos. Patara gogos. Okay. The next one is mtsvane sahli. Mtsvane sahli. It means a greenhouse. But if you want to say dative case, it is mtsvane sahls. Mtsvane is still mtsvane. Sahli became sahls. Okay. Let's imagine if we had some numbers instead of adjectives, okay? Because this is also something that is modifying the noun. Irti puri means one bread, right? But if you want to say in dative case, you say irt purs. Very important when you're telling the time, okay? That's why. Rvatigni means 8 books. Remember that we have the number, and at the same time, we cannot use the plural for the nouns, okay? Rvatigni, and we don't say rvatignevi, no, because it's not necessary. We already know it's plural, okay? Rvatignis is in dative case because it's ended with a, so you don't have to drop the letters from rva, and tigni is tignis. If you're making khachapuri and someone is telling you, what kind of khachapuri you're making, you can say vaketeb imerul khachapurs. But if you don't have the word khachapuri and you want to say I'm doing the imeruli one, or I'm making imeruli one, you can say vaketeb imeruls. Okay, the same goes for the words like didi, then we say didis. Tsota is tsotas, ბევრი is ბევრს. Like I'm learning a bit would be ვსწავლობ tsotas, or I'm making a little one, ვაკეთებ tsotas. Like if someone is asking you, are you making a lot of khachapuri? You can say no, just a little, tsotas, or ბევრს, or bits, as you want. Next one. How to create a dative case for pronouns. That's very important, and you have noticed that when we say mas აქვს, mas ჰყავს, mas უნდა, mas ჰქვია, we don't say is, right? Because is has to be in dative case, and in dative case it becomes mas. It's a different thing why we have to say mas აქვს, mas ჰყავს, but I have explained it already. Nominative case for singular pronouns is me, shen, is, while for plural is ჩვენ, თქვენ, ისინი. Is in dative case is mas, and isini in dative case is mat, while ჩვენ is still ჩვენ, თქვენ is still თქვენ, me is still me, shen is still shen. Okay, nothing changes, just that it's firm. Is becomes mas and isini becomes mat. Now let's do possessive pronouns in dative case when they are used as adjectives, okay? Chemi, sheni, misi, chveni, tkveni, mati. Mine, your, yours, his, her, his, hers, its, our, your, their, right? But if you want to create the dative case for that, you have two options. You say chem instead of chemi, or you say chems. Grammatically correct is to say chems, but you can say it shortly, especially if you're just speaking with friends and it's just normal conversation. But if you're writing like something official, then I would recommend you to say chems, okay? It's still optional. Sheni is shen or shens. Misi is miss. Nothing else, just miss, like lady, miss, okay? Chveni becomes chven or chvens. Tkveni becomes tkven or tkvens. Mati becomes mat. Just mat, okay? Nothing else. Just you say mat, dative case for pronoun isini. The same goes when you have theirs. Mati becomes mat. Okay, let's see some examples. Chemi tsigni means my book. In dative case, it is chems tsigens. Chemi tsigni, chems tsigens. Sheni qava, in dative case is shens qavas. Like if I want to say I'm making your coffee, I can say me vaketeb shens qavas. Me vaketeb shens qavas. Mati mshoblebi in dative case is mat mshoblebs. Mat mshoblebs. Mati became mat, as you have to drop e. Like, for example, like what? Mat mshoblebs. I'm buying to their parents, for their parents. Mat mshoblebs. Okay, the next one, tsota is tsotas, patara, pataras. We have mentioned it already. Patara means small, remember? Patara also means little, and patara also means a baby. Okay, little baby. Like they have a baby would be mat out patara. Of course, you can also say mat out baushri or mat out patara baushri. And let's see in which case it would be in dative case. If you want to say they are expecting a baby, then it is isini erodebian pataras. Isini erodebian pataras. It's optional, of course, you can also use other words. Now let's see the verbs, okay? I have 4 verbs and then we will do exercises like sentences, To do or to make in Georgian is kaketeba with a strong K, kaketeba. Mevaketeb, I make. Shen aketeb, you make. Is aketebs, he makes. Chven vaketebt, we make. Tkven aketebt, you make. Isini aketeben. Again, me vaketeb, shen aketeb, is aketebs, chven vaketebt, tkven aketebt, isini aketeben. Infinitive is kaketeba, and infinitive is to make. Kaketeba, like me ar shemizlia kaketeba. I cannot make it. I cannot do something. Ar shemizlia kaketeba. Me minda kaketeba. Okay? The next verb is to wake up. Garvitseba. Like in French. Okay? But we say softly, you don't have to shout. Garvitseba. Me michirs garvitseba means I have a difficulty to wake up. Me michirs garvitseba. Michirs means I have a problem with. Something is difficult for me. Like early. I cannot wake up. It's difficult for me to wake up early. Okay, let's do it. მე ვიღვიძებ, I wake up. შენ იღვიძებ, you wake up. ის იღვიძებს, he wakes up. ჩვენ ვიღვიძებთ, we wake up. თქვენ იღვიძებთ, you wake up. ისინი იღვიძებენ, they wake up. Okay, again, to say the word correctly, გაღვიძება is to wake up, while ვიღვიძებ is to wake up. იღვიძებს, ვიღვიძებთ, იღვიძებენ. Okay, now let's do the next one, which is დაძინება. I will do the verbs quickly and then we can see examples. დაძინება, to go to bed, to go to sleep, to prepare to go there. It's not sleeping, okay? მე ვიძინებ, I go to bed. შენ იძინებ, you go to bed. ის იძინებს, she goes to bed, she gets ready for bed. ჩვენ ვიძინებთ, we go to bed. თქვენ იძინებთ, you go to bed. ისინი იძინებენ, they go to bed. You can make a screenshot, you can watch it again, so you can memorize how to conjugate. The next verb is to take, like responsibility, to take the glass, or to answer a phone, okay? To answer a phone is also ahiba, okay? Like she doesn't take means is arihebs, which means she's not answering, for example. Ahiba, me viheb, I take. Shen iheb, you take. Is ihebs, she takes. Ჩვენ ვიღებთ, we take. თქვენ იღებთ, you take. ისინი იღებენ, they take. Okay, მე ვიღებ, შენ იღებ, ის იღებს, ჩვენ ვიღებთ, თქვენ იღებთ, ისინი იღებენ. You can use that when you just say like I'm taking like holiday or I'm like picking something. Also picture, photo, like I'm taking a photo, or videos, I'm making a video, videos ვიღებ, or ფილმი, like მე ვიღებ ფილმს, შხაპს, okay? შხაპს, პასუხისმგებლობას, it's a long word, right? პასუხისმგებლობას, it means to take a responsibility. In the dative case, it would be პასუხისმგებლობას, okay? Or maybe გადაწყვეტილებას, decision, okay? It's something that you have to remember, because then you have to remember in what cases we use that verb. Okay, now let's see some sentences. მე ვაკეთებ ყავას. I'm making coffee. მე ვაკეთებ ყავას. ყავა is in dative case. Here it is. How do we use that dative case? I am the object of making qava, right? Of making coffee. Qava is the I'm the subject of making coffee. Me, right? Me. Me is in nominative case, okay? Vaketeb, first person, okay? Qava becomes qavas because this is the object of my action. Me vaketeb qavas. Now let's see. I'm making good coffee. Me vaketeb karg qavas. What we notice here is that the adjective kargi is losing the last vowel because it's a modifier of the word qava. Kargi qava became karg qavas. Let's see how you would say he makes delicious food. Is აკეთებს გემრიელ საჭმელს. საჭმელი means food. გემრიელი means delicious. გემრიელ საჭმელს is in dative case. საჭმელი is in dative case. გემრიელი loses e, and that's how it becomes a good modifier for საჭმელი, for dative case. ისინი აკეთებენ დიდ ხაჭაპურს. ისინი აკეთებენ დიდ ხაჭაპურს. They are making a big ხაჭაპური. Now let's add some other adjectives, okay? Let's imagine they are making a big and delicious ხაჭაპური, okay? ისინი აკეთებენ დიდ გემრიელ ხაჭაპურს. So both are losing the last e. ისინი აკეთებენ დიდ გემრიელ იმერულ ხაჭაპურს. ისინი აკეთებენ დიდ გემრიელ იმერულ ხაჭაპურს. Okay, everything lost e. მე ვიღებ შხაპს. მე ვიღებ შხაპს. As I told you, I'm taking a shower is also produced with the verb to take, and შხაპი, which is a shower, is in dative case. It became შხაპს. Ის იღებს ლამაზ ფოტოს. You remember? To take a picture. იღებს ლამაზ ფოტოს. Photo is in dative case, okay? Lamazi became lamaz because it has e in the end, so also remember the words, okay? ჩვენ ვიღებთ კარგ ხელფასს. ხელი means a hand, okay? ხელი is a hand. Pasi is the price. ხელფასი means the salary. And as we have a modifier adjective კარგი lost e. We get a good salary. It's also to get something, to receive something, to take something. ისინი, მოდიში, თქვენ იღებთ კარგ ნიშანს. თქვენ იღებთ კარგ ნიშანს. ნიშანი is a mark. ნიშანი. It's also the signal. It's also, you know, like when on the road you see the signs. ნიშანი. კარგი ნიშანი. It became კარგ ნიშანს. Okay, now we have to use this quite often with times. When you're telling the time, that's why we have the verbs like to wake up, to go to sleep. Okay, მე ვიღვიძებ is I wake up. 7 საათზე. 7 საათზე. Why? Because 7 means 7, right? საათი means 8 o'clock. When you're producing the time and you say at 7 o'clock, you have to use the postposition ze, which means on, okay? If you have the postposition ze or she, this belongs to dative case. What does it mean? It means that some postpositions, you know that if it's like ze postposition, it's dative case, okay? If it's like the same if it was s. And as you have ze, you have to drop e from here, and we have 7 საათზე. ისინი ბავშვები, მოდიში, ბავშვები იღვიძებენ 8 საათზე. Why? 8 is 8. If 7 lost e, 8 cannot lose because it's ended with a. Saati is like clock, also hour. So if in English you have at 8 o'clock, in Georgian you say on 8 o'clock, and it's 8 საათზე. If you're just saying ბავშვები იღვიძებენ, the kids wake up at 8, then you say just 8-ზე. You can say 7-ზე, and etc. Okay? Like this also you learned how to tell the time. If you want to say it is 8 o'clock, you say 8 საათი არის, or 8 საათია. It is 8 o'clock, but on time you say 8 საათზე. The next one is how to say in the morning, in the afternoon. Ის იღვიძებს დილას. ის იღვიძებს დილას. He wakes up in the morning. Დილა is morning. Დილა. But დილას is in the morning. The next one is მე ვიძინებ შუადღეს. შუადღე means afternoon. შუა means middle. დღე means day. შუადღე is afternoon. მე ვიძინებ შუადღეს, like I take a nap. მე ვიძინებ შუადღეს. გიო იძინებს 11 საათზე. Gio goes to bed at 11 o'clock. Gio იძინებს 11 საათზე. 11 is 11. It's lost E because then we have საათზე. Okay? 12 საათზე, 2 საათზე, 3 საათზე, doesn't matter whatever you say. Just remember, you cannot say 1 საათზე. Okay? You have to say პირველ საათზე. პირველ საათზე. პირველი means first, okay? პირველ საათზე. But you can say 8 საათზე or 9 normally like 9 საათზე. They don't lose anything. The last example is Luca იძინებს საღამოს. Luca იძინებს საღამოს. It means Luca goes to bed in the evening. Luca იძინებს საღამოს. Საღამო means evening. Dila was morning. Შუადღე is the afternoon. Საღამოს in the evening. Dilas in the morning. Sağamos in the evening. Dilas in the morning. Şuadres in the afternoon. But you can say Ramit at night or Rame. You don't say Rames. You say Ramit or Rame. Same goes for the day. Dre or Drisit. Drisit. Okay? Drisit or Dre, Rame and Ramit. Like Rame ვიძინებ at night, I go to bed. Ramit მიყვარს წერა. At night I love to write. Dre ვმუშაობ. Dre ვმუშაობ. During the day I work. Drisit ვმუშაობ. The same thing. Okay. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I think it's a lot of information. It must be very useful for you and also for my students. I hope they will watch. Please write down. My recommendation is to write down all the new words. You can read aloud the verbs. This is a very good way to remember them. And create your own examples because this is a very good way to memorize new information. Okay. See you in the next video. Nahon this.